Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Caught some water. No leaks this time after fixing up the, tightening up the hose there. So we're about just to this bar level, which is quite a bit of water. Because that is a large tank, 250 gallon tank. So there you go. Water's coming in so much cleaner with my new rock filter setup up there. You can see a lot less debris for sure. Shower glued and installed. Before I left, I put a polyurethane coating on this lumber that's facing the shower, just in case, to waterproof it. And I think that'll be a good area to hang towels off of. Just right in here in this cubby corner. We can do that. I still haven't gone to the hardware store to get stain or trim, but that is on the agenda today, later on. Also got some work that I have to go do. Picked up some jobs, which is fantastic. Get some money flow coming in. So anyways, today, in the little time I have, I'll show you outside what I did. I already I got the Eternal Bond tape, and here it is here. I basically already used it up, well, a decent amount of it, to finish off the back door here. So what I did was I sealed all the seams all the way down and around the bottom, down the center. Now obviously I didn't do around the hardware attachments, but I'm really not worried about that because, you know, it's a sealed wall. It's never gonna get access to the tiny house because it's all foamed in and whatever, so I think we're gonna be fine. And this door doesn't open anyways, so things are looking up. Pretty bright out here. I left my sunglasses indoors. It has finally cooled down. The humidity has left us, which is excellent. And I got my dad's solar setup going over there. He's enjoying it. Basically, he just bought a single 100 watt Renogy solar panel, and they're quite light, and they've come a long way actually in their design. Quite small, quite light, quite inexpensive. So he's running, he just bought Deep Cycle AGM, not a lithium, lead acid, and he used one of my black charge controllers, the PWMs, the cheapies, and one of my cheapy mod sine wave inverters. And he's basically running lights and a radio. And eventually he wants me to convert his little wall furnace fan from 120 volts to 12 volt. So we'll be doing that later on once he decides we need it. So pretty comfortable in here. I got the windows open. Still a lot to do, guys. I kind of wanna get some paint for the tiny house and get some stain in those trim pieces before I do anything further. It's kind of priority for me, because why would I put everything back on the walls and then have to pull it all back to paint again? So you can see why I need the trim, because I want to have all the trim up so I can paint over the trim as well to hide the screw holes. And it'd be nice to paint before I put my wood trim in. That way I don't have to worry about avoiding the trim with the paint And this should be a basic, easy install to roll this on. I don't have to worry about the ceiling because I can just roll straight up. The bottom I just have to worry about hitting the floor. Now, one area I wanted to change up was I wanted to paint from this all the way up and keep this completely black. Now, the only thing that will look kind of weird in that position is if I stop here. But if I go all the way to this corner, make that all black, 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 this trim is going to be black stain as well. I think that's the answer. I just need a couple more trim pieces to do all that. Oh, but speaking of trim pieces, my aunt and uncle, the one that was in the hospital, he's out, and they want to downsize their house now because it's too much for them to take care of anymore. So they got rid of a lot of stuff lately, and I got some knotty pine for free from them for helping out because I've been busy helping them out. So these are long enough pieces that I can finally get this damn trim done around this ugly window. So cut and trim around this, and I think we're gonna be good to go, guys. I'm liking that idea. Now I think for the trim pieces, they're just gonna go on the flat, and I'll just paint them as far as I can tell. That's how it's gonna roll for this thing. So I can at least do that today, get that trim sorted out, get our measurements and all that fun stuff, and then stain the pieces and keep them off to the side until the wall's painted. But then again, this is going to be painted black. This little section near the fireplace will be all black, and just to match the fireplace and kind of change the dynamic of the room. I'm no interior decorator, but having this whole, just from this corner this way to this corner, this edge, black, I think would look decent. And then maybe have the bathroom another color, maybe have the bedroom another color, and go from there. Something like that. I don't want to get too invested in a whole crap ton of paint though, because the price of paint right now, as well as everything else, is absolutely insane. So if I can get a sweet deal on some black paint that matches that, I think we'll be okay. Just saying. Don't want to blow the budget here too badly. I'm working with a tight budget on this project, that's for sure. So that should be the last of the Eternal Bond tape that I need. I have plenty left over in case anything pops up. If I find whatever's up on that roof that's causing that leak, I will use the Eternal Bond tape. That simple. Other than that, I think we're looking good, guys. No water leaks. Okay. The only leaks we had are in those containers back there, and that was it. Everything else is now sealed in the tiny house inside and out, and we're catching way more water too now that I sealed the gutter system up. So we've gone from down to like a quarter of that water to quite a bit in one rainfall. That's a decent amount of water. I'm loving it. Now, I still have to get rid of all these foam pieces. My dad's going to use some to build a box for his battery, and he already bought off me a USB heater mat for his battery, which I said he's going to need to keep his battery functional over there in the wintertime. He's going to have to use some of these pieces to build a box for his battery. We'll put the heater pad underneath the battery. I may even give him some Mylar to wrap it on the insides of the battery box, just to keep the heat moving around inside there so it doesn't dissipate anywhere else. I think that's the answer there myself, but I think that'll work. So good to go. All right, I'll see you in a bit.